The team of officers of the Election Commission of India is here from yesterday, and we have had a very comprehensive round of meetings since yesterday morning. And we had our first meeting with the political parties. We met all the representatives of the national and state parties. Then we had a meeting with all the DOs, district election officers, SPs, IGs, police commissioners. Then we had meeting with all the enforcement agencies of the state government and the central government. And finally, today we had the meeting with the Chief Secretary, with the DG Police, with all senior secretaries of the state government about the preparedness of election. Election Commission of India's endeavor has been to hold free, fair, peaceful, inclusive, accessible, ethical and participative elections. During year 2000, a new dimension has been added to the election. Due to pandemic, we have resolved to make all our elections COVID safe and pandemic safe elections. Probably it was one of the largest elections conducted during last 2 months. We had the Bihar election. We had we had 60 by-elections in various states. We have various elections to seats of Rajya Sabha and MLC elections. And these all elections have been successfully conducted, keeping all the safety norms of COVID, all the requirement of the sanitation. And not only that, the Bihar elections were the successful election, but also it was the most participative election. There was a record turnout of voters, there was a record turnout of the female voters. We started the preparation for Bihar elections in the month of April only, and a comprehensive guidelines were prepared by the Commission in consultation with all stakeholders, political parties, government departments, and based on the guidelines, the comprehensive arrangements were done in all election going states, at all polling stations, at all locations where the EVM preparedness was being done and other processes were being done. So in the same way, soon after Bihar election, the Commission directed us to visit the poll going states. Mr. Sudeep Jain, who is in charge of the West Bengal election, he has come back from West Bengal reviewing all preparations there. We are here to review the preparations in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, and then we'll be going to other states also. So, advanced planning has been the mantra of Election Commission, and at least 6 months in advance we start preparation for the next elections. It is very important that proper facilitations are provided to all voters. So as I told you, it is not only too important hold free, fair and peaceful election, but also important to have an inclusive election where all the categories of voters, whether it be the young voters or the women voters or the senior citizens or people living in the remote areas, are able to register and participate. So the first and foremost endeavor is that every person who is eligible citizen is registered. This is the right time when the summary revision is going on in Tamil Nadu. There was some confusion in the minds of electoral machinery that we have stopped after a date taking application. And then some of the political party representative also raised this point. So we have directed that the process of accepting election application for electoral roll, whether it is the inclusion of the name, change of address, correction of name, will go on in full swing. And soon after the publication of the roll, again all those who have applied will again be included in the electoral process. So that all arrangements will be done at all in all the districts, in all polling stations, and also special camps will be set up, not only for general voters, maybe for a special category of voters, persons of disability, for gender. And in some of the places where the some of the settlement areas have been moved from one place to other place, there are many people which has been communicated to us by some of the political parties representative that some people living in Chennai and some other districts, they have moved from one area to other area in block. So I have asked to the Chief Electoral Officer to have a proper consultation with the slum authorities and identify such number and have a special camp for such people who are whose name may not be there at the that polling station, or they may have shifted to a new polling station. So our this will be a very important aspect of electoral registration, even for persons with disabilities or senior citizens. Wherever the services are required, the electoral machinery will reach out to their places. They will have outreach program and they will provide doorstep services. We also asked to step up the all facilitation and information through 1950, and anybody who gives this information and has any issue, problem in filling up the form, our machinery will provide that assistance online and offline in all the manners concerned. The second aspect was the polling station arrangement. So that is a very, very important part now, that all polling stations must have ramp, the facility of ramp, facility of wheelchair, volunteers, toilet facility, and the waiting area with proper shed where people in the summer they would not have to stand in a long queue. There will be arrangement for proper medical kits, ORS and ambulance facilities, and all COVID safety norms will be followed. So that requires a huge preparation, and then we have met the Chief Secretary and all Health Secretary and all other senior officers, and they have been asked to prepare the polling stations wherever link roads may be missing or whatever facilitation is required. All polling stations have to be provided with assured minimum facilities, and they should meet the condition of accessibility. We have also asked that for the persons with disability, there is special awareness material, whether it is for the people with hearing disabilities or people with visual impairment, a special campaign should be done. There is also new facility of the postal ballot which has been provided to voters who are above 80 years and for persons with disability, so they can opt for postal ballot if they wish so. So that awareness is also should be spread. It is optional, and anybody who has any problem for mobility or any health issue may opt for this. So that awareness also has to be there, and a proper protocol has to be developed. Some of the political parties have raised some apprehension about the secrecy issue also, that they need to know where are these postal people who have applied for postal ballot. So a proper protocol will be developed, and our polling official will go there. It will be like a mobile polling station which will move to their place, and keeping all the protocols and safety norms, they will be able to vote at their own place. And if the political parties representatives want to send their representatives there, they are most welcome to do so. They can accompany the team. They can go and stay during that process also. All the arrangements related to EVM and VVPAT preparedness is going on, and the process would be completed most probably by 31st January, and all the political parties are being given information about the preparation and the FLC of the EVM and VVPAT, and then the video recording and all the protocols which are there, that will be strictly followed. Then about the all COVID related issues, they are very important. We are very happy to witness the declining trend in Tamil Nadu. It has been contained to a big extent, and there much lesser cases are there. But keeping in mind that the issue may remain during election process, so all the preparation in top gear has to be done, and then all the necessary equipments, masks, sanitization kits, so all have to be done. We also have to plan for the biomedical waste management, and then as to share the experiences of the Bihar election and the management of the COVID safe election. We invited Chief Electoral Officer of Bihar also to visit with this team, and he also briefed the district election officers and the state machinery as to how they prepared the plan for the COVID safe election. So that was one important part, and that protocol being done in consultation with the health authorities. Can you hear now? Okay. Is it better? Audio. Okay. Okay, I think it has now come. There was some disruption. So, apart from that, Tamil Nadu elections have always been peaceful election by and large. However, we are asking them to prepare for all the security management issues, law and order issues, identify the vulnerable pockets. So now the vulnerability mapping of each and every polling station will be done. All those who are the intimidators, they have to be identified. Intimidatees, they have to be identified. People with the weaker section who may have any issue, any problem. So that exercise will be done. Tamil Nadu also have the issue of the expenditure sensitivity. I think you are all very much aware. And a comprehensive preparation will be done this time. The commission would like that we should be able to make the entire election inducement free, influence free, and for that a very strict vigil will be maintained. Our all network for surveillance will be done. That is why we had a meeting with the all enforcement agencies of the state government as well as the central government. And when we say the influence free, the influence by way of money, by way of goodies, by way of liquor, or by any other digital method, so that will be stopped. We will have the commission will come with very heavy hands against those entities who try to influence the voters. And I have also asked our chief electoral officer, in consultation, in partnership with the other stakeholders, civil societies, with the educational institutions, you should launch a good awareness campaign for the voters, because it's very important that voters don't deny this kind of influence. So it requires a good awareness for the voters also. As we say that sunshine is the best disinfectant, in the same way the voters must understand they should not get induced. So that is also one aspect we have emphasized. By and large, all the preparations are quite satisfactory. The preparations are going on, in all dimensions. Some will take little more time. As far as the budget is concerned, the state government has already provided necessary budget for the elections, and all the resources are being channelized. The commission would have periodic review of the preparations on each parameter, and maybe that sometime the commission will visit here and also have a comprehensive review on the election issues. So this is for now. If you have any point to any query, any question. See, as far the election dates and the schedule is concerned, there are many factors which are considered. You are aware. So our team will give the input, and then the 24th May is the date of expiry of the house, and so considering all the factors, commission will take a call when to say. It's very early to predict any.
Many parties demanded that single phase election in Tamil Nadu. Is he out decided anything, sir?
Yes, many parties have. Rather, most of the parties asked for the single phase election, and so this input will be given to the commission.
Sir, how easy is money distribution in Tamil Nadu, sir? Because that's the biggest problem in Tamil Nadu.
I have told you. First of all, it is one is that the strict regime, and that commission will have all necessary arrangements. As I said, that commission will have a very strict regime. Last time also, now that we have the static surveillance team, we have the flying squads, we have the all IT monitored the arrangements. We have the biggest power that is in the hand of the citizens, that is a C-visit. We will ask the CEO to popularize the C-visit mechanism, because on the real-time basis, whatever inducement is being given, that can be uploaded through that app that has been very successful in previous elections, and I am sure that will be utilized, and very time-bound action is to be taken against those people who are doing it.
So when will,
sir, as you said earlier, EC has decided to give postal ballots for elderly peoples, but DMK and other political parties have opposed for postal votes for NRI, elderly, and differently able. Is there any changes in this?
No, I don't think they have opposed it. It is something. It's a very progressive step, because those who have a problem to come out to the polling station, or because of the health issue, it will not good. It is not good for us to unnecessarily force them to come to the polling station. So all those who have serious health issues, issue of mobility, for them this is a special provision which has been brought, which will help enhancement of the participation of the voters.
Sir, this is for Bihar election commissioner, sir.
Yeah.
Here, by your left.
Yeah, sure.
So, what was the challenge, particularly in this COVID situation, which he have found, and what's the model which he is going to be giving advice for Tamil Nadu elections? Can you just tell about?
Yeah, the advice is, the thumb rules are very clear. One is that we have to maintain all safety norms of COVID strictly down at the polling station. So that is the first thing. Arrangements of the sanitization process. So before election, during election, after election, of all polling stations, all locations where the training is going provided, all the electoral processes are being followed. Then the use of mask, social distancing norms, and all the safety which is required. And the last hour, and for the COVID patients also, if they are identified early during that period of applications, they will get the postal ballot. And then the last hour of poll has been kept, especially for the COVID suspects and COVID patients whose such cases are identified close to the poll. So all the arrangements are being done and will be done during Tamil Nadu elections. Even as I told you, that several states went for the poll, for by-election. 60 by-polls were there. The whole Bihar election was done, and you have seen that in a proper copybook style in every polling station this was done. And you have also seen that even the number of COVID cases, they have actually declined. So I think all the safety norms which were followed, that will be followed in Tamil Nadu also. Even the whatever lessons we have from the field, we will even implement those.
So what is
that
What is the status of
procedure?
ETPBS, sir, and will it be implemented this elections?
Well, ETPBS, of course, for the service voters and the voters who are in the our embassies and diplomatic missions, so all this, the provision has already been brought, and this will be provided this year.
Sir,
So
about
it is
the
Kanyakumari-
Government employees transfer, sir.
Sir, here-
Government employees transfer, IPS officers and IAS officers, more than 3 years, same place they are deputed. What is the procedure, sir?
That is that the Commission's instruction and policy is very clear. All those who have stayed here for more than 3 years till the cut-off date, they will be transferred.
So what about the Kanyakumari by-elections that are still?
At right time, that will be announced.
Sir,
So in a last time, election commission has pilotly launched the ballot unit. So this time, political parties are to increase the ballot unit to know whom the people should be voted. So what is the election commission move or its ballot unit?
Ballot units?
This
VVPAT.
you are talking about-
VVPAT.
See,
Yes,
as far-
VVPAT. Sorry, VVPAT.
So as far as VVPATs are concerned, at every polling station, VVPATs will be deployed, and people will be able to vote through the EVM machine. They will be able to see through their VVPAT, and they print out in the window that who they have voted for.
Sir, any plan to increase the polling station in Tamil Nadu, sir?
Yes, good question, and I think that is the first call. Even during Bihar elections, we reduced the number of voters for every polling station. So now here also the maximum number of voters for any polling station would be not more than 1,000. All the polling stations which have more than 1,000 voters, they will be split. And then if possible, they will be located in the 2 separate rooms in the same premises. And if there is any problem or congestion, then in the nearby place, these polling units.
So one more question on the
So,
postal
sir,
ballots,
one-
sir. One more question on the postal
Yeah.
ballots. There have been lot of apprehensions among the political parties in Tamil Nadu that this system will lead to malpractices in the election process, sir. How are you going to address this?
I told you a proper SOP will be maintained, and there will be some confusion in the minds of some of the political parties. All the protocols will be properly explained by Chief Electoral Officer and the entire machinery at the district level. All SOPs will be there to make the entire process transparent, maintain the secrecy of people, allow the political representatives to witness that.
So,
Is there any chance to increase the candidate expenses?
Any
Candidate expenses for election
limit? You're asking about
limit, yes, sir.
Yeah, limits, as you are aware, during COVID times, it has already been enhanced to 10%, and the expenditure committee has been set up by the Election Commission to review the ceiling of the candidates. That would be giving its report sometime in the month of March. And let us wait for the committee's report to the commission.
So some parties have raised concerns about the maximum number of applications received for deletions and inclusions in the recently held 1-month-long drive, special drive. Has Commission taken note of such abnormal additions or deletions, and can Commission give an assurance to the people of Tamil Nadu that the electoral roll for 2021 election will be error-free?
Yes, that is the exercise. That's what I said, that first of all the process will remain as a continuous process. They do not come to a halt, as it is understood that after November 11 or something. What is the date for receiving application? Okay, so it was 15 December. So now onwards, also anybody who wants to apply for inclusion, deletion, you know that we do deletion only on 2 counts. Once a person is deceased, then the family members can apply, or a suo motu cognizance may be taken. If it comes to the notice of the electoral registration officer through the BLO, or even if the political parties through their BLAs or other means, if they give this information, that will be verified in the field, and that those names will be deleted on all those who have permanently moved away from their place of residence. So that process will go on, and we have asked that every polling station wise a proper verification will be done. I have also asked all the requested the political parties to deploy their booth level agents, and we will have a reconciliation meeting of both the BLOs and BLS at every polling station, and then we will see whatever the grievances of the political parties, they will be properly addressed.
Sir, from last
Okay, that's a point. It has been, I mean, sometimes, some time ago also some representation was made. So it will be brought to the notice of the commission.
Sir, from Bihar elections to now the upcoming Tamil Nadu elections, is there any thing that you will want to make differently for conducting the elections in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry? Anything else that would like to be implemented on behalf of EC?
See, all elections are getting better and better in the sense that you have now new modern IT applications which are being utilized. All electoral processes are today IT enabled. Voter turnout now you can see anytime it's as transparent, and anybody can download that voter turnout app. Registration process you can see, all the conduct of election process you can see, the application of the political parties for the any meeting, any campaign, that is online. So all the processes are today modern, and they are now, so you will see lot of more modern steps, and IT division, the commission is also planning to roll out some of the modern services for the voters through the IT gateway, like e-epic, through the mobile phones, through the email. So most of your problems which is about, not getting voter ID card in time, not getting the voter services in time, that will get removed. So what she has just asked for the electoral roll and the issues of the voters, I'm sure that will get redressed, and we have especially asked them, cautioned them that you have to ensure that no wrongful deletion is done. Okay, so thank. Last question, yeah.
Digital voter ID, what is the status of?
Okay, the e-epic card or digital ID card, that is quite at an advanced stage, and commission will take a call, and I'm sure we will very soon you will hear about it, and that will be quite a modern step. No, there is no tentative which can be said about election.
Sir, now,
when it will come, actual dates will come.
Sir,
so
is there
now
a
all the
possibility
parties
of
want the
election
election to be held
commission?
in a single day. Will EC decided, sir, in Tamil Nadu?
No, I told you that political parties have given their suggestion, and we have taken a note of that. We will inform to the commission.
Sir, is there a possibility of election commission reallocating the battery torch symbol to Kamal Hassan, sir?
What?
Because the MJR Makkal
I think
Kachi.
this is the issue which is being deliberated at the level of commission. I can't comment on that. Thank you very much.